thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the New England Patriots. The slot man in motion right. And the slot man goes in motion left. They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
They go play action now. Lynch. They got his man complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 44 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Lynch looking to throw on second. On the screen, Bernard. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down. So here we go, a third down after the second down pass completion. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. Now McManus on to kick this one off. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's going to be run over. Hit hard as he'll be marked down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. second down, Brissett. And that is incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Come on, let's go.
On third down, Brissett into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Now they try the right side here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Let's go. 3, let's go. Now look at 56. Look at 56. What's in that body? Blue landed. Blue landed. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. What's in that body? Body.
Little motion now from the tight end. On 3rd down, Lynch. This one complete, right side to McDonald. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. The Patriots going with a dime package here. 2 extra defensive backs on 3rd. From the shotgun, it's Lynch. And this is going to be incomplete. Charles, that's an important 3rd down stop. You don't want to spot him 2 touchdowns here early.
You're trying to slow momentum down. You've already given up the score. They're coming right back at you. You're exactly right. Being able to hold them there and force a decision on 4th down, that's big for the defense.
So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
In my humble estimation, terrific work there defensively. Running backs trying to get wide, get to the sideline, and they beat him to the spot, forced him out of bounds, pretty close to the line of scrimmage.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. Come on, let's flex round. Flex round. Three down.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Gun, Brissett. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Come on, let's go.
Brissett on first down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. That'll bring up 2nd down. Partner, we read a great article this week arguing for him to be Defensive Player of the Year. Normally, sacks are the big thing that people point to, but what he's done in the secondary has been something special.
It has been, because it's been an all-around game for him, taking the ball away, rushing the quarterback and sacking him himself, doing a number of different things that change the way the game is played.
Let's go.
Throwing again, Brissett on 2nd and 10. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
They'll throw again. Brissett sets up the screen to Gordon. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Funchess with a catch over the middle. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Red zone opportunity.
Let's go.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is knocked down from the side at the 15-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Off the play fake. Here's Lynch. Wide open receiver complete. And give him a gain of 37.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Let's go. 3-19.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the... line and taken down. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. They go play action with Lynch. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. First run for the backup, Abdullah. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Second and 10, it's Lynch again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night. And whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got a man complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Set to throw on first. And he rifles one incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Let's go.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. A second down throw for Brissett. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Brissett again. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. The drive starts with a handoff to Bernard. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think of run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. second down. Lynch. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Shaq Lawson in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Lynch now, work to do, certainly, after that sack. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Lynch. Looking downfield for Jones. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Well, one thing's for sure. When you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 back.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. This is fielded at the 7. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Very tough spot here for the offense to start.
Watch that in. Watch that in. That is right. That is right. Here we go. What?
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. There's the flash of Abdullah. A second nice move. Abdullah, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Amir Abdullah in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. And his kick is right through. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Here's Brissett. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. Happy holidays, Larry. Your gift? Take the halftime show off, partner. We got some football to get to. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On the counter, here's Gordon. And he'll be knocked down sideways. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Flex round! Flex round! Come on, let's flex round! Flex round! Come on!
Now a handoff looking right. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Here we go!
Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. New England on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go! Ohio! Ohio!
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. 3rd and short yardage, Brissett. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a first down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. A first down throw for Brissett. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
On 2nd down, Brissett again. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9.
Let's go!
Into the air once more. It's Brissett. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, he gets everything he could into this one. The trajectory's good. It's definitely online. It just needs a little more oomph behind it. And it'll wind up falling just shy of the crossbar.
Now they try the right side here. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. As they run the counter play. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They go play action now. Lynch steps away to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall right around the 26. And Denver getting set to take the field. Slot man moves right. They run the counter now on first down. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
Here's Lynch. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
And Nelson's got it here right side. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Solomon Thomas in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one, and that'll make it third down.
Well, it looks like they caught him off guard on second and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for them. Picked up really nice yardage. They still have a lot of work to do on third down.
They'll run again. This time it's Abdullah. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on fourth down. Here's Matt Darr now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. So the Patriots coming out now. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
Let's go!
From the shotgun, it's Bissett. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw. Unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Third down, Brissett. He's going to let this one go deep. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. And that was a deep one there. They were making plays on the football, contesting everything.
A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10.
Here we go.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. This time, Lynch will throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
First down, Brissett. Flushed out right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. A toss play, Gordon. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. They go back to Gordon here on first down. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
They'll try to throw now, Brissett. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. New England on third down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
Let's go. 1, 9. 14 moving. Flex round.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
New England on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 11.
Flex round. Here we go. Grand 38.
From the gun, here's Brissett. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Melvin Ingram in there to get him. And that is sack number 15 for him on the year. A big one coming now for the kicker, Zane Gonzalez. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And his kick is no good. And just barely missing it wide to the right. So he came that close to tying it, but this one sails wide by a whisker.
And, Brandon, pro football is a game of inches in more ways than one. That one looked good the whole way. But it's agony on one sideline, celebration on the other.
Now a handoff as they run left side. Finding some room at midfield. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On 1st and 10, it's Lynch. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Let's go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit. Detroit. Black 99 Philly. Here we go.
From midfield now, here's Lynch. Lets it go for Nelson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And a look now at Nelson, who remains down. He appears to be shaken up a bit. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. 3rd and 11. And some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. From the shotgun, it's Lynch. He's got his man on the crossing route. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. And now here's a carry heading left. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. All right, here we go. 3-19. Back 99 Philly, here we go. Detroit!
From the pistol, they'll run with Abdullah. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And McManus able to put it through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Shaquille Barrett in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work. There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38. Flex round. Flex round.
Back to throw. That one taken in by Carlos Henderson. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on fourth down.
Here we go.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the fourth quarter.
I don't think there's any great secret or mystery here. We're in the fourth quarter. You've got to take that shot, especially since you're down on the scoreboard. But I have to understand what was going on defensively. They've got to know that as well, don't they?
Absolutely, but they look lost defensively, and they took that shot, got in the end zone, now in position here to take the lead. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done.
And he can't get a throw-off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Solomon Thomas in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Come on, let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
They'll try and grind some clock with Gordon. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Second down, 8.
Let's go. What? Hey.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And some room to roam now. There goes Melvin Gordon. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. It's a big play there for the Patriots. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. 49 yards on the ground. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for New England, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And next week, they get to stay home again as the Los Angeles Chargers come to town. Meanwhile, for Denver, it's a loss that could wind up hurting a little as they fall now to 11-4. And they'll be at home for one next week against the Oakland Raiders.